Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. This is Sam Prentice Makes Things Happen. I'm Sam Prentice back once again making it happen, and hopefully you can hear me and things aren't going all crazy as they tend to do when I do a live stream. Today, of course, we are going to be talking a little bit about the Anycubic Vyper. As you would have known, if you've seen any of the adverts coming out today, you would have seen that this new printer has just been launched officially. And if you look in the comment section below, you will also find a link, which I make no money off. It's just an indicator just to see how many people click through and probably whether or not they want to work with me again in the future. Who knows? But I hope you are well. Do you know the likes are off? Yes, I do, because it's funny, you know what? Because today has marked the first ever day in my YouTube history where I officially received a death threat today. And it was regarding Google advertising on YouTube and the fact that I monetize the content that I do. And this individual felt that it was necessary to lay some shots into me, and I hope that I choked on the advertising money. Now, anybody that knows anything about my particular channel is that the money that I generate from YouTube, it goes straight back into the channel, and I use that, my milestones, to give 3D printers away to people that I feel are in need of new kit or whatever. So, it's kind of a bittersweet thing, really, but I guess that's the nature of the beast. You're not always going to like the stuff that you have, put in front of you all the time. But hey, what can I do about it? Nothing. So it is what it is. And, YouTube have taken it down today. But I'm still having fun, man. It's this is still very interesting to me. But it made me kind of think about perhaps how I do some of my streams and how I, maybe make some content and stuff. And, perhaps... Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. Just move my mic over. And perhaps, redefining maybe some of the stuff that I do, or understanding the way that the YouTube analytics work, and how it is annoying when you're watching videos, right? And it kind of comes on and you can't skip it and all that craziness. I get it. I totally get it. But obviously, this is how it works with YouTube. You need subscribers, then people need to like your videos, and then they need to watch your videos, and it grows from there, and the advertising comes out of the videos. So that's how you make money. It's a no-brainer, really. But there you go. That's just one of those things. What's going on? The lights are off. Yeah, well, that's bad. Yeah, it is bad, but what can you do? But I'm not here to talk about that necessarily today. I'm talking about the Anycubic Vyper FDM printer that has been launched today, as I said before. If you click on the link below, you will be able to see some of the information and perhaps even buy this on an early bird, which is $299, which I do think is well worth and highly investment. I've been sent this one. I've had it for a couple of weeks, and I'll show you a little bit more about it right now if I can. I also want to reach out and thank Tim as well, because he's allowed me to stream on his channel today, or using his StreamYard account, because I cancelled mine to use Melon, and don't use Melon. It's a dreadful service. So I've got to set mine back up again. So at the moment, I'm printing a 16-hour snake, and I figured, well, as I've got the Vyper, should really be something snake orientated, right? So this is going to be a time-lapsed approach that I'm working on at the moment. Is it really crackling? That's strange. Hang on a second. If my mic's crackling, let me just check this out. 1 second. Bear with me for a moment. Ready to cancel that one. Right, let me know if that's any better, guys. Yeah, Melon sucks. It does indeed. So, just printing live at the moment is this giant snake thing. You will see in the background as well that I've got this new timer, and I'm going to give that a go. Hey, Nonstick, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I haven't got everything set up. So, a couple of things happened in the last couple of weeks. I made some content for a 3D printing manufacturer, and they said to me, "You know what? We think your background's a bit messy." And I went, okay, cool. And I was a bit taken back. When someone criticises something that you take a lot of time and passion in. And I was sort of taken back by that a little bit. And I was like, are you joking, or is this kind of a real thing? And they were like, yeah, well, you've got all your 3D printers behind you, and it's kind of like they just weren't that happy, and they were sort of saying they want to see me back in this room, they want to see the robots, they want to see things that I'm working on and things like that, which you know, although it is very dark in the background at the moment, will be what I'm trying to do in the very near future. So I'm watching the things as they're coming in. So just for a second, I was wanting to talk about the Anycubic Vyper. So again, this was sent to me a couple of weeks ago. I've had it for a few weeks on test. I've had one or two little things that go wrong with it, which just needed to be repaired. Like the Z-axis cable was pinched and it actually broke, and then I had to perform some repairs. And basically, it's back up and working today. And I've done some time lapses with it previously. And you know, don't open the back of your 3D printer if you don't know what you're doing. All that kind of craziness. But it's all good. So this is a 32-bit TMC 2209, you know, i3 style printer. You know, we've seen them all before, the bed slingers. This one is slightly more unique, and a lot of people have been saying, and if you've seen any of my other videos about this particular thing where I compare it to the CR6, yeah, it's very similar, but everything's kind of similar, isn't it? Everything's similar to an Ender 3, really, when you sort of consider that. Unless you start looking at other printers like Deltas and Cortex Ys, everything is going to be kind of very similar to a Prusa or an Ender or, you know, an Anycubic Vyper. So what I was really looking for with this particular printer is something that's a little bit different. And I like what they've done with the PIE sheet. I like the fact that everything on this, the bed leveling, the run-out sensor, the BMG style, you know, extruder, all that kind of stuff was already there for you. The touchscreen's nice. And, you know, in all honesty, if you're looking for your first ever printer, or if you're looking to add another printer that's got all the gear, dual Z's, dual Z sensors, PIE sheet, what else have we got? It's got a very similar touch screen, touch nozzle like the CR6 has as well. So, you know, giving that kind of information back has been pretty interesting. I'm just going to check my chats just for a second. The clock must be fast. No, I don't know where you guys are. The clock minutes must be fast. Yeah, it might be actually. And maybe by like a minute. Come on, calm down. Yeah, so anyway, I'm dead happy with this. I'm really chuffed. But if you guys have got any questions on this, and I don't know as well if you did catch the stream today and what you guys thought of the stream. I thought it was very short, should we say. Definitely very short. It's caught up now. Yeah. Oh, look at that, look. Well, this is good, isn't it? Now that's gone off. This is my life all over, guys. Let me do a refresh on that. Let's see what happens. See if it goes back in. Whee! Look at that. So, Octopi strikes again. If you guys do want to jump in on this chat, you're more than welcome to. I just thought I'd just jump on and just have a quick conversation about this and, you know, how good it is. Somebody mentioned to me earlier that you can flip the PIE sheet over, and I didn't know that. And I was watching Joe Telling's stuff earlier on 3D Printing Nerd, and you know, he mentioned that as well. I just thought it was going to be, I thought it was just going to be like a steel base. So I haven't printed on that yet, but obviously when you start a 15-hour print, you're kind of stuck with that. Now this does print at 80mm per second, which is, you know, slightly faster than your average printer, which is normally 60mm, unless you tune it, of course. Carl is suggesting that he should buy this and sell the Ender 3 V2. Well, yeah, you know what? The Ender 3 V2 is a really good machine. So to be honest, the only thing you're going to really gain here is a little bit of stability and auto bed leveling. So, you know, for the sake of maybe, you know, it's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you, of course. But is the audio garbled? Really? Okay, let me change my mic out. 2 seconds. Here we go. Right, I'll move this round to. Right, let me know if that's any better, guys. Is it working? I don't even know if it's working. Let me know if that's any better. Hello? Hello, Woz. Hope you're well. Hello, Matt. Hello, Gary. Is that better? Okay, cool. All right, thanks very much for that, guys. Obviously, my £200 microphone here is a pile of crap. So, happy days. Brilliant. That's a winner, that Mike. This is off the MacBook, so excellent. Okay, yeah, like I say, guys, if you do want to jump on, you're more than welcome to come in, and I just want to shoot the breeze already with this. I've been quite impressed with it so far. It's an awesome little printer, and normally I do the unboxing videos, and I have recorded that, and I have done all that stuff, but I just didn't really see that it was going to be overly relevant to this offering, and I kind of figured that there's going to be. Hang on a minute. Hello, Matt.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, very well, sir. Very well. Just going to say that, I kind of felt like there was going to be lots of people doing these unboxing videos, and I didn't really feel that it really gave any relevance to the offering when you've got so many YouTubers with, the same printer doing the same thing. I kind of feel like it just muddies the water, really. So
I agree.
Yeah, sure. So I mean, what I put out, I tried to look at, some of the other printers that are on the market that I also own. So they were the CR6, that was the BQBX. This is flying at the moment. It gets quite scary. This printer, it's crazy, absolutely crazy.
A little bit stringing going on there, or
yeah, it's a funny one actually, because I just swapped out a few parts on it because I was running some tests, and people were saying to me all the time. Let me see if I can just move this down. Saying to me all the time, "Oh, it's a CR6 clone. It's a CR6 clone." So I thought, you know what? I'll go and buy a Big Tree Tech CR6 board, because if it's a clone, surely it's going to fit. It don't fit. It don't fit. It's a different board. I'm not saying that it won't work ever, but it's not a direct clone of the CR6. Even the insides, it looks very similar, I would say, to the CR6, but as Joe Telling said earlier in his stream, let's hope you won't get the fires with this one. I don't think you will. And it's incredibly well.
I was offered to get this printer, and I just said no, because I knew there were too many people getting it. So they asked me to do a video too, and I'm like, no, I can't do a video. I don't even have the proper video equipment, just a USB camera. So
yeah, as I say, there was a lot. It was quite weird earlier because I found I didn't realise what they were going to do with that video, and I was happy with it. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't realise. I thought it was going to be live, and that was all pre-recorded, and they edited that all down. That wasn't a live stream at all. That was just
no.
That was them just kind of making stuff up. What's this say here? I agree. What's this say? Hang on. I agree. It's not like it's a lot cheaper or new tech or something. It's basically the same thing in the same price. Yeah, it is.
It's the size of a G-Tech A20, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't own that machine. But what it is, though, even if you look at some of their, look at the Mega X or the S or the Chiron, it's different again to what they were doing with that. So, yeah, it was a recording, guys. Yeah, that was 100% a pre-recorded stuff. It's funny actually because Tripod was trying to ring me while I was watching the stream, so I was in the middle of going, okay, do I need to do anything? Are they going to ask me to jump on or anything like that? And I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, it wasn't live, unfortunately. But
I watched it, and I watched it for a little bit, then I realized it was a recording, and I was really kind of like, why? A little bit more effort, at least have live video and some recording. I mean, they should have done that. Like what you did a month ago with a couple of your droid buddies.
Yeah.
You had videos, and then you were talking live, and then again another videos about different topics and all that. That's how they should have done it, I believe.
Well, I think a lot of this comes down to the fact that there's a confidence issue. Oh, here we go again. I don't know what's going on with this camera.
Yeah, I keep having camera trouble too. I mean, just the computers are like crazy in the last couple of days with the new update what they brought out.
Right. Yeah. So let me come out of that screen, and I'll show you the. So these are some of the time lapses and stuff that I've been messing around with and whatnot. So I set this up a couple of days ago. Obviously released the video out on that as well. But as I say, I've only had, there's one fail, and that was actually quite a good fail. I don't know if I can show you that actually, but I'll put it into another video at another point, I think. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good fail. Let's put that back on there. But yeah, that was mainly down to a mistake that I made where I didn't level the bed before I printed. So, you live and learn. They made a big deal out of it. Yeah, they did actually. It was, yeah, like I say, I think it was due to the fact that these printers are made and they are ready for dispatch. So literally you can get this within, what we're on today, the 10th, within the next 20 days. And Anycubic shipped me some other stuff on Monday, and it got here today. So, and that was straight from China. So I was really impressed with how quickly it got here. They use Yodel as a parcel company into the UK. I don't know how it shipped into the UK, but it landed at Heathrow yesterday, and it got here today. So very, very impressed. And again, the other thing with the support on the Anycubic, I've had 2 issues with the Anycubic, as you probably might know if you do subscribe to the channel and stuff. The first one was on the Mega X, where the board blew, and they sent me, literally within a couple of days, they sent me a new board, they sent me a new power supply, and they sent me 2 Z-rods as well, which was really nice of them, and super, super quick, fixed the issues, and it was the board, which I told them it was the board. With this thing, with a couple of issues that I've had, or had with it.
It's a beautiful machine, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. But this is a very, very different board, and I don't know if Tri-Gorilla and Anycubic are the same company, or if they just work very closely with each other to put these printers out. But it's a it's all good. Oh dear, he is. Tripod's Garage. Hey, a Tripod, I saw that you got a mention on the Joe Telling show as well. That was nice. Congratulations to you. It was related to fire, though, of course. So, every cloud. Hope you're doing well, though, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, so that's kind of where we're at, really. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's funny. You know what? The support on them versus somebody like Creality, or even Big Tree Tech, they're not great at all. They're not great. But yeah, so with these issues, I had an engineer allocated to me. He worked with me. We live streamed as well to fix a couple of the issues that I had. Yeah, absolutely smashing. Like proper support, and it's been like that twice. And the first time was as a customer, and then the other one was obviously as a reviewer. So it was really good and very encouraging to be working with the engineers as well, and to literally have that open communication with those guys as well. So yeah, very good, very good.
That's good.
You'll be able to print your legs for every occasion. Shit. So yeah, he had a long leg with a stiletto on the bottom of it. No doubt. I wonder if this microphone's popping, guys, because I've got echo. Let me try that. Hopefully that'll be.
That's better.
Is it okay?
But you can hear the machines in the background.
Oh, you can hear the machines, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so as you said, there's a little bit of stringing on that, but again, it's going to be very much down to tuning. And I had one of the prints I did the other day. It was insane. You can't see the lines in it. It is absolutely insane. A beautiful print. Oh, don't tell me I've got echo now. Come on, guys. For goodness sake. The only Creality printer that I might buy at some point is a CR30. Other than that, why would you buy a CR30? And guys, if you're just joining in, welcome along. This is just a quick stream. Now he wants a CR30.
I just want one big machine.
Isn't my day, is it? What are the overall dimensions of the machine? Not just the print bed. I can find that out for you, actually. The machine size is 50 centimeters by 45 by 51. So 50 by 45 by 51. It's obviously taller than what sort of set them apart on this, I think, a little bit is going to be the PIE bed, which apparently is trademarked and all that malarkey. I would say the stepper driver for the extruder, and ironically on my CR6 I've installed that very similar V6 clone or Bontech clone on my CR6 SE as well. So it's quite nice to see that, putting there as a stock item. But what you got to remember is this is their stock item. So what the people within the community then do with this is going to be quite interesting. I think I might, either on the video that I just released or another video that I'm going to release, I was talking about who are the people out there. So you've got Sebastian, who revolutionised the CR6 community firmware. You've got Luke, who does the BQBX stuff. I wonder who the Anycubic guy is. Who is the person that is at the forefront of this, modifying the firmware and actually giving support on these forums? If you know, let me know. Let me know. Yeah, it's a small machine. It's definitely a small machine. It's no rat rig. That's for sure.
How fast is this going?
Sorry, say again, mate.
How fast is it going?
This is at 80 millimeters per second. I mean, it is quick, but it's only the Bowden tube is of decent quality, like Capricorn. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is a Capricorn one. I mean, they're usually blue, of course, but on the prints that I've done, and I've gone for a couple of kilos worth of filament now, no issues, no binding, no. I wish I could find the test prints that I had. They must be here somewhere. If I find them, I'm doing a live stream later on. If you want to join in from that, I'm on with Truckle's Garage and or Garage, depending on where you're from, and Jerry and the boys later. So, Matt, you're echoing. Look at that. Look, it's not me after all. Yeah, apparently it's you, mate.
I mute myself. Hold on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have my prints in there, but it's been an interesting day to say the least. Yeah, so no Bowden tube, but to be honest, I think the only thing this really misses, and if you look at the BX, and again, 3D Printing Nerd touched on this earlier, somebody put in about, does the bed lift up at 60 degrees? On the BX it does, and it's really annoying, so I've installed clips on mine. But magnetic beds, they're only as good as the temperature tolerances are going to take to it before the end. So if you're printing in, to give you an example, if you're printing in PETG and you put that and it's a bigger print, it's basically, as it prints, it's going to slightly get smaller and it lifts those sides up and it really pulls those sides up. It's a bit like warping, which is annoying, super annoying. On this, I've not had that issue. And again, like I say, I have been printing quite a few bits and pieces on this. But, it's up to you, I guess, whether or not you're into glass beds like I am. I'll give this a go, though, and I'll certainly swap the bed over and turn it on its back and see if that makes any difference later.
See you, Sam.
Are you off, dude?
Yeah. I just wanted to pop in quick.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. If you do want
food.
Cool, no worries, dude. If you do want to pop in, guys, I'll see you later on anyway. I'm sure you'll be on the next stream.
Yeah, most likely. Thank you.
Thanks, dude. All the best. Bye. So there we go. It's just back to me now, sitting here on my own, crying myself to sleep every night. Oh, it's all good. So let's just go through a couple of the other things here as well. 24 volt power supply. It's not a mean well, but it is it's a branded power supply. It looks pretty decent. It's probably a mean well clone if you're into that. It looks pretty good though. Print speed is saying 180 millimeters per second, but recommended is 80 to 100. I think any machine will try and print at 180 millimeters per second, but it does work very well at 80. And if you set up your Cura settings as well, it will print 80 as standard. But you do need to mess around with your retraction settings, certainly for PETG and PLA as well. So again, it's going to be printing some cubes out, printing a temperature tower. And when I installed the Octoprint as well, I set that to viper.local, and again, if you check out that video, it'll show you how to do that and all that kind of stuff. Oh god, what is that? So you're sleeping on it. What is here? What's going on? Hello. Sam, mate. What are you lot saying? My new beast is 905. Hang on. What have you bought? I want to know what you guys have bought. Come on, if you want to jump on, especially you guys, Carl and Nonstick, I want to see your faces. You're talking about whatever you... I know Carl was definitely talking about becoming a YouTuber, so let's have a look at you. Let's see what your stance is. By all means, pop on if you wish to. What else can I talk about? Now, the voltage on this. This is an interesting one. Joel, on his video, had to change his from 240 to 110. The input voltage on the website says 100, so I'm sure that's just a typo. I didn't need to change mine, but these will come out stock, I believe, at 240. So if you are in the US, or if you're in a country that's got to have 110, make sure you check that power supply before you end up blowing it. Yeah, really well packaged, and what you'll find on these as well underneath the bed, and there's a lot of bits and pieces, auxiliary bits and pieces that are cable tied. So you just need to make sure you just undo that and cable tie those. On the tray, on the back of the tray, there are magnets on this, so it actually snaps closed, so it doesn't plop out. Not that I've ever had that issue on the CR6, of course. Or the Ender. What else have we got? Dual cooling fans, double gear extrusion system, spring steel magnetic platform, small body and big size. See, this is where it does fall a little bit down, because it is quite a small print size, especially when, you know, like me, if you're a droid builder and you're building robots and you've got to eat your tea. I wouldn't mind. Oh, here we go again. I wouldn't mind seeing that, Troxy. You will see it one day. Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah. Let me just refresh my Octopi again. I think the streaming might be killing it a little bit, so apologies for that, chaps. Trunksy. Okay. Football training. Oh dear. Yeah. So where this does fall down a little bit, not so much on just the user interface, but certainly on if you compare it to the CR6 Max, you do get a big bed size overall, and it is kind of the same print in the CR6, unless your tripod does work very well, even if I do say myself. Don't get a Friday afternoon printer. Yeah, so 4.3 inch touchscreen as well. Not a lot to say about that. It's very, very basic, and that's what was really missing, in my opinion, on the user interface. It doesn't have the stuff like the community firmware has, where you can kind of move stuff around. Yeah, it has, you know, you can jump the Z up and down and things like that, but it's nothing that's too amazing. This Cortex M3 chip that's on the motherboard, you know, it doesn't, when you compare it to the Big Tree Tech BX board, which is 400 meg, I think that's certainly a quicker board, and also the steppers on that are running at 0.9, where this is running, I believe, at 1.8. So you know, again, you're gonna kind of sort of pick your poison, really. Hello there, hope you're well. CR6 is amazing, awesome. People are now telling me about their tea. Cold pizza. The wife cooked it early. Oh, bless you. Bless you, dear boy. Does it warm a slice of pizza? Actually, you know what? It's a very hot bed. It does warm up incredibly quickly. And I don't know what printer it's almost like. It might be very similar to the Creality, but it's literally just a flat bed with the grooves in it. The Ender V2 has that, and I think the BX also has that kind of padding underneath it, which is quite a thick padding, which obviously works with the insulation. But yeah, it's not. That's not too impressive. I'm getting a bit of stringy on this, and I think it might be because of the settings that I've put on the tree that I'm making around it at the moment. So this thing is a snake. Let me see if I can get my Cura settings up, and maybe you can see it. See if I can share that screen. Bear with me. Let me stop sharing this for a moment. Okay, let's share my screen. Donk. Did his audio go wonky? Yeah, you know what? I don't know what's going on anymore, guys. Right, hopefully you guys can see that. So this is my my snake that I'm making at the moment. Set that to 200%. This is a Thingiverse file, I believe. Or was I looking on Colts? Thingiverse or Colts, one or the other. I'll if I can find the description later, I'll pop it up. So this is what we're printing. 16-hour print. Does it warm a slice of pizza? Oh, tripod. What will you do next? Okay. It might... Yeah. I'm wondering if it might be something also to do with... Okay, let's have a look at that then. Let's zoom in on this. It might be because I'm on the Wi-Fi and I'm not wired in. Yeah, so this is where I'm going to see the stringing, I think, across here. I don't know if you... Can you even see my... Yeah, you can. Okay, right. That's where I think I'm going to get the stringing. Yeah, I'm going to get a load of stringing there. Oh, great. There we go. We're back again. And obviously a ton of stringing. This is kind of relative to actually probably what the print is going to look like. But you can see inside there, obviously, those are the walls. That's the little mini trees that they put up inside of it. Yeah, it's a bit naff, really. I should have maybe thought about that a little bit more. Cool, look at the amount of support that's on that. It probably doesn't need all that. It probably print without it, but I didn't want to risk it. And then I've got this massive tree at the front here for his teeth. That's going to look lovely. No. Never mind. It's all sent to try us. What's up? What's up? My cholesterol. Does that count for anything? Good stuff, though. Good stuff. Welcome along. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, Jerry. What an avid supporter you are, dear boy. Right, let's hit this button and then go back over to Octopi. There we go. There he is. Ding dong. So if you guys have got any questions about this printer, I'm very happy to try and answer them, other than what is the size, because we know that. It's been established. If you guys want to jump on this stream and say hello, or shout at me, or threaten to kill me, that's entirely up to you. The link has just been shared in the comments box. So again, this went on for sale today at 299 quid. It's not a Kickstarter print. Fucking hell. Why is this doing this? It's not a Kickstarter printer this time, which is nice to see. And I think I prefer it that way. I think I prefer to just be able to buy the thing that I want to buy. It is a... Is it a Volcano style hot end? Right. Let me... I know what hot end is. But let me just check. It's the same one as they have on the Mega X and the Mega S. It's a brass hot end. I think they call it the V6, isn't it? V6. Let's have a look. Hot end. Yeah, it's a V6 hot end. So I did have this apart. Yeah, what are you going to be printing on that? Ah, Erica. Ah, hope you're well. Yes, I did get your email. Thank you for that. Brilliant. Yes, let me know how you get on, please. I did get your email. I've been flat out busy, and I apologise for not coming back to you. So Erica's got a MKS board, I think inside a CR6, sorry, CR10S5. And you've had loads of problems with it, and it didn't look pretty. Was that? Let me know if that's a new printer or if that's something you've bought or made or what you've done with that. But yeah, I did mean to come back to you on that. But I was going to wait. All I was going to say to you is, yeah, whack the board in there and see where you get to, and kind of let me know where you get stuck. And ironically, my buddy Anthony Nobbs has literally dropped a CR10 S5 into my work the last couple of days, and he's got some issues with his, and I've got a set of BL touch up on that as well for him. So similar, exactly the same setup as you've got actually. Trinamic stepper drivers on the SKR board. So yeah, that's good. So I hope that answers your question. So Carl, what are you going to be printing on this big old printer? And why didn't you buy a rat rig? Naughty. Is my mic gone bad again? Bloody hell. I wonder if it's something to do with Swap is easy, firmware is a challenge. Okay. Oh, hang on. Here we go. What should she say here? No problem. I bought it used. I was really watching your video and I saw this pop up. Yeah. Oh well. Well, welcome along. Thanks for coming out. Yeah. So the firmware is a challenge. Pre-compiled it on that link, and if you look at my GitHub page, I think it's on there. All you need to do is copy that .bin files, firmware.bin, copy that to your SD card, whack it in, and you should get. Hopefully, it should work straight away out of the box. Talking for a fan again. That's so annoying. I think this is going to be down to. I think this is going to be down to my networking here because I've moved rooms. So before the next stream, I will plug in a new Ethernet cable, and hopefully we'll not sound like a robot or talking for a. Oh right, sorry, non-stick. I always get you guys confused. I do apologise. Yeah, what are you going to be printing with that? What else have we got here? Let me know. Let me know in your comments. So, i3 Mega, i3 Mega S. So, Anycubic, of course, are incredibly well known for their resin printers and not so much for their FDMs. So, I kind of feel like this is maybe a little bit of an uprising for those guys. I'm kind of glad that it's kind of come out like this. I did hear about it. I wasn't all that interested in it when I heard about it the first time round. That's a good deal. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think this is a good deal for the price. And if you're looking for anything bar Creality and looking to go somewhere else, then I would certainly suggest this printer is going to be a winner. So happy days. Well, we've been going for about 40 minutes now. I just wanted to drop in. I'm still reading some of your comments here. What's this about wind turbines? Ah, do you want to see a droid with wind turbines? Hang on a minute. Have I got one here? With wind turbines? Droid with wind turbines. Where are you? Ah, up here. Here we go. So this is a little ALT droid that I was working on. 1 second, let's get rid of that because the octopi's just gone down anyway. So this is a little track droid, and that does indeed have a wind turbine on it. So that's super quick. And hopefully later on, if you do tune into the stream a little bit later on, I had to edit the firmware because the BL Touch run out sensor for the cheat. Ah, brilliant. Okay, awesome. Erica, can you do me a favour? Can you send me that that bin file and also your config as well, so I can just check it out? And I'm doing exactly the same thing for a buddy of mine, so that would be really handy. That means I won't have to edit the code. So happy days. The other thing I'm going to talk about a little bit tonight is this little baby, and I'll show you a little preview now. So as you know, obviously we do the droid building, and tonight is a different droid. We're doing the beer dispensing one. Now, this little thing here is what they call a Kyber control system. So this actually goes onto the back of your RC remote control, and there are little buttons on here. So it gives you a combination of different buttons here, and then on this board here, let's get it out. Oh, it's tight in there. My word. So you have this little, what is that? Looks like a little Arduino on this one. I'll show you that now here. Here we go. So you have this little board here, which is pretty cool. And that sits inside your droid. Now on the bottom of this, you can see you've got a little microphone jack there. What happens is, and this is really clever, is there are apparently, and I haven't looked too much into this, but I'm about to, there are these little diodes on the back of this chip, okay? And the diodes allow you, each time you press this, I think I've got this right, each time you press this, the amount of signal that it's generated sends a different signal to this, and it gives you a different sound. So if you've got R2's whistle, or you're doing the scream, or you can program that all into the bottom of this, and that can be on the bottom of your remote control. All you do is hit the button. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'll be looking at that a little bit later on, I think. And It's got a little DF player on here. And anyone that's doing the droid building, certainly for like DO and some of these other little droids, you know, this could be a good little system for you. I don't know how much they are. I don't know that much about them. I was just sent this about a week or so ago, and John Gowan dropped it off to me. So thank you to John for that, and thank you to Matt who shipped me this thing from the States. And yeah, looking forward to trying that one out. And I shall continue to fix my microphone and to fix my stream. And I will also thank Tim. I'll also thank Anycubic, and I'll also thank you guys for tuning in. If you do have any questions on this particular printer, I'm very, very... Hey, Tim. How you doing, mate? I hope you're all right. I'm very happy to talk to you about this. And what are you lot talking about? I love the fact that you're having all these little conversations in the background here. I'm going to have a drink very quickly. Bear with me. It's not just a frame. Nonstick, you should come on here and talk about what you're doing. Honestly, dude. This is the last chance now. If you want to jump on this stream and say what you got to say, please do it now. Otherwise, I'm going to go for a little nap before I've got to jump back on the next stream with the big boys, the major players. See if I can whip this back in as well so you can see what we're up to. Not a lot's changed, really, but I'd say it's more successful than James's printer from the other day. If you tuned in to see that one, that was a good one. And no sea turtles are hurt in my broadcast, by the way, guys. It's all good fun. Are you coming in on this bloody stream then, Nonstick? Okay, we'll give you 1 minute. Starting now. While we're here, let's see if I can go and talk to print and see if I can show you any of the prints. It's really struggling. I have just bought a new laptop, so fingers crossed I might even get that out tonight. Right, let's make this up to here. Let's head on down to Octolapse, and hopefully, let me see if this is going to work. So this was a funny one. I'm going to play this anyway. I'll download it, see if it works. Might not work on stream, but we'll give it a go. There we go, donk. Okay, let me see if you can see that. Right, bear with me. No, you can't. Let me go and share. Stop the screen. Whoa. Okay, bear with me a minute. Is it midnight? Yeah, it is a midnight start, mate. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so this is a fail, obviously. Hang on, let me try and make this a bit bigger. Donk. There we go. So this was due to me not setting the printer up correctly when I did this particular print. It's a classic, this one. Here we go. Here it comes. Wait for it. Oh, spaghetti. Could have been worse, though, I suppose. Right, who's this? Dun 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 dun. Hello there.
Hello. Hello.
How you doing?
Hello. Hello. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. You?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. What's going down?
Not much. Just watching this and whatnot.
You just watching what? Sorry.
Just watching this in the street.
Oh, okay. Right. Fair enough. Fair ugh. I thought you were going to say
although I've got feedback, but I don't know which one. Because if I pause the stream,
yeah,
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
As soon as I talk. Okay, that was better.
Yeah. Good.
Ish. Yeah. Hi.
Okay. Good. So, what's new with you?
Not much really. Just
Oh well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh my God.
I've just been buying printers really.
Okay. So what have you got?
So I've bought recently the Frozen Sonic Mega 8K.
Wow. Okay.
And then the Tronics X.
Yep.
You know that, yeah. So that's the two I've just bought. And that's hopefully going to be the last two for a while.
Yeah. So that the Frozen one. Are you happy with that? Is that going well?
I haven't got it yet.
I haven't got it yet. Okay. They sent me. Okay, fair enough. They sent me the Sonic Mini ages ago, about a year ago, and I was really impressed with that. And I also got the Nova 3D resin printer, which is just the standard one when it came out. But as soon as things started, the 4K and things like that, it sort of blew my mind a little bit. But I really hate working with resin. It's not a favourite of mine at all. So I've managed to sort of avoid that. He didn't meet YouTube. Yeah, so
I did.
Yeah, well that's good then. Well that's good. So fingers crossed that'll work out very well. What are your thoughts on this printer?
It's all right. I mean,
it's nothing new though, is it?
No, it's just a bigger Ender 3. V2 really. I mean, it's 245 by 260.
Yep.
And it's. I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah. But it's plastic parts,
build size.
It's plastic parts. It's it's aesthetics, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you could have a Mini with a Lamborghini body on it, couldn't you? Still a Mini.
That would be so cool.
It'd be light. It'd be light.
That would be bloody epic. It'd be like it's like I've always liked the Golf 92 version, and
all right, yeah.
I've always just wanted to pipe that up with loads of stuff.
Yeah, wow.
Which I've done in Forza.
There was a guy. That I was watching on I don't know if it was a stream or if it was a partner thing, but he'd made a Lamborghini, 3D printed a Lamborghini kit for his car, and I think he printed it using some sort of carbon fibre reinforced thing, and it does look the nuts, absolutely wonderful. And he made it with his son, and there's a really nice story behind it all, and that was absolutely incredible. So people do these crazy things, and I've been considering doing. I don't know if you've seen the giant T-Rex head that is like its skeleton, like its skull. All the teeth and stuff. I've been considering doing that, but I think it's 172 pieces at 200. Or if you put it on the 500, I think it's 12. So it's a big old beast. But of course, the bigger you print, the more risk you take with possible failures, nozzle clogs, that kind of thing. So it's I kind of figured with all these small printers that I've got, perhaps I've got a fighting chance to kind of make that relatively rapidly. We shall see. But once this is sort of finished printing, I think that's I've got a couple more videos to make for Anycubic, then I've got what have I got next? I've got the FL Sun SR coming, which is the Delta.
I wanted one of those,
which looks really, really good. They sent me the Q5 last year, and that was pretty good, and it's still a good printer. But the SR, I don't think it really got the hype that it needed, and that's what makes, in my opinion, that's what makes printers different when they are not just a bed slinging printer. So that's what encouraged me, along with in fact that new one you just bought is a Core XY, right? Or is it
kind of.
Or is it HBot?
I don't know. It's basically it's Y has one motor in the center of the back, which controls two belts for the Y.
So
and then it's got the X has its own motor with one belt.
Okay. Can you send me a link on that?
So it's bear with me. It's really odd because I was talking to the woman the other day, and she said it's a Core YX.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, there you go.
Is that where have you sent it? Oh yeah, private chat. Here we go. 1 second.
Yeah, because I don't think I can do it in once.
No, I'll share it with the group though. Let's have a little look. Right,
I mean, it's nice.
I'll share it with you guys as well. Here we go. Have a little click. Right, bear with me. Let me just jump on that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that is bloody hell. That is insane, isn't it? What a size!
Yeah.
So, what's your plan? What are you planning on? So, does it have a bed heater? I don't understand how that all works. What's going on there?
Apparently, full bed.
Wow. So it's got little wheels on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I think that's what they call a H-bot. Correct. It's actually very similar to the End of 5 Plus. So it has the drive at the back that does the Y, and then the X. Yeah. Although I can't. Other the motor's on the right hand side. Yeah. That's very similar to that.
But it actually has rail rod things.
Yeah.
The
linear rails.
iFactory.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Well,
that's really nice. Yeah.
Linear.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought they were on the top. Or is it wheels? I can't quite see it.
I think it's metal wheels with the tubes. So they sit on like train tracks.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Just the normal V-slot wheels. Very interesting. Can you mute your YouTube?
I think you're still using your laptop printer. Mic, right?
I am, yes.
That's probably what it is. Because I heard.
All right. Well, what I can do is I can cancellation again. Hopefully that will work. I think it's a direction they're all going to go. Okay. I don't know what that's about, but cool. Yeah, happy days. Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm just going to share this link again. And if you do fancy buying one of these lovely Anycubic printers, I don't make any money out of this link. I've made no money out of this at all. They just sent me a printer. And if you want to bash my face in and make me choke on my PayPal pennies or YouTube pennies, then as I was threatened with earlier, then so be it. Just really, really bizarre behaviour.
That's bad, dude. I mean, the reason why I had to turn the lights off. I mean, I noticed it's been off for a while, but
sorry, what's this?
And I meant to mention it. Your likes on your channel.
It wasn't so much about the likes. It was. This was just like a comment, and I'm minding my own business, going about my own business today at work, and then I was like, "What the hell's this?" And this guy who's just literally going into one about,
stuff.
Well, yeah, just about how YouTube puts advertising in front of the videos and stuff. The thing is, sooner or later, guys, it's gonna be a thing anyway. So whether you're monetized or not, they're still going to play videos over the top of it. It's how they make
even
their money.
YouTubers now.
Exactly, and so YouTube, of course, is owned by Google, so you can't win with this. And certainly, if you do any advertising for a business, or if you're involved with analytics, or if you read any of the blogs about how this stuff works and how algorithms work and how they know what you're doing by using Google and by using YouTube and all the rest of it, you're in. Oh, hello. Thank you. Hello, you can now understand. I don't know what this is. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Possibly my audio.
Oh, there's a link. I'm guessing you put that shorter link.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's for the Anycubic. So anyway, chaps, I'm going to run now, and I'm going to have a little bit of a respite, and I'll be back later on at midnight. I don't know what time it is, 5 p.m. I think it's Pacific or specific with Tripod's Garage. Wonderful, Jerry. Is it 5 p.m.?
Yeah. It's they're East Coast 5 hours behind us, and then it's 8 hours for the West Coast. But I don't know which one's which.
No.
Pacific.
At a time.
I just
At
think
a
either way.
time. At a time far away. Thank you, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Nice to speak to you as well, Non-Stick. I will see you
Thank
soon.
You too, Sam.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.